Let me show you how I printed, smoothed, and painted this sick puppet mask from Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, so files. You can download this one on Make-World. It's pretty nicely cut up, so easier if you just want to raw print it. It's easy for that, or just for a paint pen. Yeah, and you can just like super glue it on. The one that I chose was from Edward Felix, I think, on Make-A-World 2. And this is not sliced up, but it has this nice black cover thing that you can put underneath it, so it's not see-through. Looks like this. And yeah, that's the main reason I chose this. And it's a pretty nice file. It's got little like slots for putting or an elastic band through it. Okay, so I do have the mask printed in this PLA Tough, I think. And for the cover, it was so close to printing, and there's just some bed adhesion problems, and it just flew off the bed. So I had to reprint it just for like half a centimeter. And that's pretty much it. There's this nice slot. And I would like for there to be some like way for you to put this on, and then there's it's friction fit, and if you want it off you can then take it off. But there is a little like connecting thing, but I don't really like this. But it's not really a problem. If I like put it on my face, the cover stays on. Cannot see. But what you can do if you want the accuracy in the game but still see through it, is you can get a little mesh. It's everywhere. Like Maker-World, Thingiverse, you can get it for free anywhere. There's lots of files for it, and you put one here, and it's just this tiny little sheet of very thin mesh with holes in it, and you can put it here, here, here. It's not perfect. You can kind of see through it, but you know, if you still want to see through it, why not, you know? So I'm gonna smooth this out. Probably gonna sand prime it, and there is adaptive layer, and I don't know what's called, ringing. Yeah, ringing over here. You can use wood filler or Bondo spot putty. I've been using wood filler. I just got Bondo spot putty, so I'm gonna test that on this one. And yeah, we're just gonna go sand prime, smooth it out, and I have some cool paints, spray paints that I'm gonna try to paint this with. So this is it after smoothing. Some paints, like shinier paints or metallic paints, really shiny paints, reveal lines a lot better. So do be mindful of that. And what I usually do is, because I don't know oversand or undersand, I just spray this with a Krylon gloss black. It's like fusion gloss black paint and primer. Same thing I used for this cover thing. I don't know what to call it. We're far into the video already and I still don't know what to call it. And I think maybe I've already showed it, but that's the same thing I used for this. And yeah, it's really smooth. I love how this turned out. There is a little, I think it was overspray from the primer, or not fully sanded out the Bondo Spot putty. I did first use Bondo Spot putty, and then I think I sanded out too much because I could still see, or didn't put enough Bondo Spot putty because I could still see the big layer lines just faintly. So I went ahead and did back on. I think I used 400 grit wet sanding, and I wet sanded this now and coated it with filler primer. So it might be overspray of the filler primer, but it still looks really good. No complaints with this so far. And what I'm gonna do, spray everything red, or the bottom of the face mask red. And I'm gonna tape the cheek, the other cheek, mustache thing, and undermouth. And then I'm gonna spray paint it with white. I'll show what spray paints I use later. And I'll spray paint white all over it. And all of my red and all of my white. And then later I'll use a blue marker to just color in the tears. And that's what I think I'm gonna do. Tested out all the paints, and it seems to be sort of the right color. There's different images. There's like fan-made images too. Some of it is more like this dirty. Probably gonna do just like a shiny version, a really nice version. Yeah. So we're off to painting now. I will sand this weird spot out. And we are done. After I sprayed it with the gloss red, I taped it up with frog tape. And then after I did that, I sprayed it with the gloss white. And, you know, I think this was pretty nice because they're both glossy paints. They kind of match. And then after I sprayed it with the gloss white, I covered tape here, 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 here. So there was just a straight line. I colored it with purple Sharpie. This was, please don't do this when you do this. If you make this mask, I could have just got purple spray paint, but I just had the purple Sharpie, and I was kind of rushing this project. But yeah, it does not look very good up close. The white paint was a bit annoying. I have like white paint all over my hands now. It was dripping a lot. It was running a lot. They're just kind of annoying to work with, but you know, I've got to figure it out. There is some spots where I could have done better. Maybe I will make a new mask to improve on this. But at the end of the day, I am my worst critic, and I do not just want to be blabbering about the mistakes I made. to like actually make this wearable and not make it where you can just like put your head on it. I attached an elastic band to it. As I said like before, there's this elastic there was this hole for the elastic band to just go through. And what I did is I got this elastic band, not like the rubber type. I got this at Walmart. It's this long rope elastic band. And I covered it with super glue, Gorilla Glue, close together, and just added just a little bit more protection. I just stapled it together. And as I already said, this is cover. I sprayed it with Krylon Fusion Gloss Black. I did not sand as much because, it's not going to go on the face that much. It looks cool with it. You can't really tell. Yeah. And I would have, again, I was kind of rushing this, so I would have worked on the actual mask than this cover thing. For the mask, I went to about 800 grit, 600 grit. It turned out really well, really shiny. Has a nice gloss look that I was actually hoping for. There's this red spot. I don't know where I got that. It's fine though. Might give this to a subscriber or a friend. This turned out amazing. Super glossy. Let me know in the comments down below what you think I should make next. I am really out of ideas. I made a lot of stuff and I don't really know what to make next. So comment down below. If you can, like and subscribe, help support the channel, blah blah blah, YouTube stuff.